Hi guys, so I thought for this video I would flick through two of the books I have. One I had 7 years ago, did a bit of colouring in with felt tips, didn't like the pictures that I did, so I put the book away. But now I'm into pencils, I'm thinking I might be able to do something better with them. So I'm going to show you that book first, and then we've got a most recent one with Cozy Spaces that I'm also working in. So with this one, it's called Relax with Art Holiday Special Through the Ages, a colouring journey through time. And I got this from a shop and it was $5.99 at the time, and it is, sorry, you got a sneak peek there, it is a Shutterstock book. So that we've got Henry VIII in all his glory. And then we've got this one that I tried to do. Oh, there's a big shadow, hang on. Try and get rid of that. This one that I tried to do and didn't like what I was doing with it with the felt tip there, so I stopped. Then I tried to do Henry VIII in pen, but I'm hoping I can sort this out with pencil. Then we have this cowboy and horse. I mean, some of it don't look too bad. And again, with pencil, it should be able to be sorted out. Sorry about the shadowing. Then this is one my daughter did. Like the colour she's picked. It's a Victorian style clothing, I think, by the backs of the dresses there. Then we have this one from the 60s. The lines are very faint in this, so I'll come closer for you to see. And yeah, it's cute, very, very busy. Might change the wallpaper on it. It's thicker than Amazon paper, but not thick. Then we have Romeo and Juliet. Who doesn't love a good love story? I think I've got 2 pages there. Nope. Then we have the Roman era. It doesn't go in chronicle order, it just puts random pages everywhere. Then we have a woman playing the harp, which I think is Victorian times again, judging by her dress. Then we have the go-go dancers. So that's 50s, I think, maybe 40s, I'm not sure. And we have the gangsters, which was Bonnie and Clyde's time. Some good buildings to do. Smoke coming from his gun. I think that'll look right good. Right good. God, sorry, that's my Yorkshire accent. And then we've got the groovy chicks from the 60s, early 70s. All flower power and that sort. Then we have Vikings. Who doesn't look good Viking? That's going to be a lot of browns and greys. Then we have this Victorian lady. I do love her. I think she's so gorgeous and you can do something really good with it. Elvis Presley. And it looks like youngish Elvis, so 60s, because he died in the 70s and he was bloated. Then we have this astronaut. I coloured the the world in with felt tips, so I'm going to try and sort that out. And then he's on the moon, so obviously Neil Armstrong. And then we've got these samurais. on the Great Wall of China, I'm thinking. Then again, we've got, I say Victorian ladies, so I'd say the late end of Victorian ages, like that one. Then we have this 60s girl again, 60s, early 70s, groovy flower power type. Victorian ages again. I mean, I wish it was done in chronicle order rather than skipping and going from one era to the other, but there you go. And again, this is 40s, I think. Looking by a hat, I'd say 40s, but looking at the dress, I'd say some of the time, and his clothes looks like gangster, so that'd put him in the 50s, so I'm not quite sure. Then we've got this Roman soldier, so a lot of golds, yellows, oranges on that, and he's on his chariot at the Colosseum by looks of the background. And then we have these people. I'm not sure if these are Victorians. I think they're more Tudor times, but colouring all the cobblestones and the bricks will be really fun. I do like doing things like that, and it's got a beautiful stained glass window. So again, fun. Then we have this lady. I do not know what era she's from. I couldn't tell you. If you know, let me know. Then we have the gangsters again, Bonnie and Clyde era, with barrels. Can't really get his car out, but hey ho. With their machine guns. Romans again. This time one soldier, one maybe Mark Antony or Caesar, you never know. Maybe he's Antony and he's Caesar. Then we have these people, which I think is Tudor times, Charles Dickens times, judging by the clothes. And again, I tried to do that in felt tape. That one doesn't look so bad because it's such a small piece. Then we have Mania, so it's late 60s, early 70s, because of all the flower power. This one I started doing in pencil, and I did this a few months ago. I've not finished it yet, but I am loving how it's turning out. It is a 70s diner. It reminds me of, what was it called? Happy Days. So yeah, there's that one. And again, we've got parts from a 70s diner, the waitress, the booths, the cars. Although that's not a diner thing, but yeah. Then we have this very regal samurai. It's nice to do the greens in the background and make him... I don't even know what colours they are. I think they wear browns. Then this is another one I started doing way back when. So we've got the 1980s, good years. And we've got the Rubik's Cubes, the headphones. I coloured the roller boots this colour because they're the colours I had when I was little. We've got the cassette tapes, the Game Boy, which I thought was a bit later in the 80s, but hey-ho. We've got the people dancing, and we've got Back to the Future car. I know the name, but I just cannot think what it's called at the moment. Then we have this dude. I do not know who he is. Could be another samurai for all I know. I don't know. If you know, let me know. Then we have this house, which I do love. So we've got a bedroom, got windows. That looks like a water heater. We've got a piano room and a bedroom, kitchen, which I did the felt tip, so I'm going to try and sort out. And then we've got the library. Maybe that one is a bathroom, I'm not sure. Then we have this mixed page, which is all steampunky and a steam train. Don't know what year steam train came out, but yep, I used to know. Then we've got the pirates. There's only one pirate in this, but it'll be fun to colour. Got a love a good pirate. Pity being a pirate woman as well. Then we have T-Rex dinosaur era with a pterodactyl. Then I started colouring this today. So we've got the spinning top, the clown sort of thing you have, the doll, roller boots again, the Care Bear, the pull-along dog that tails wag, these dolls that I cannot remember what they're called, the Rubik's Cube, Mr. Potato Head. I coloured in a few marbles, and we've got the telephone that you pull along and it makes sounds, and then we've got this little robot here, which I enjoyed colouring. Not sure it looks shiny, but I tried. Then we have a train again. This, I would say, is more 70s, 80s, maybe early 80s, not quite sure. And this one I started a long time ago. I do like the colours. I have started to redo the carpet again because it was very pale, but it needs another going over. And the furniture, I actually do love the colour of it, especially those curtains. But yeah, that's one I coloured 7 years ago. Then we have the Egyptians. So again, all golds. It's all the Egyptian paintings, so you could really do a lot with that. And then we have the Indian chief. He's cool. Then we have the Egyptians again. So we've got a lady or gentleman with face painted or tattooed, and we've got the pyramids, and it's got sun rays coming up, so that should be quite cool to try and tackle. Then we've got this beautiful garden with a fine gentleman in the corner here, which reminds me of Thomas the Tank Engine's Fat Control for some reason. But we've got the leaves and the flowers and the building. Then we have a spaceship. And we've got loads of planets and different colours you can colour all this. It can be very bright with that just being silver and grey, or you could do that white or whatever. And do the background, you could do background pale and do that one standing out, I don't know. Then we've got this lady in a slim fitted long dress, beautiful gorgeous cake there, and a window with a mirror. Don't know why I'm explaining everything, but yeah. Then we have this page which to me screams Viking, so that'll be fun to do. Like a silver helmet with a load of gold motifs going around it. And last one we've got Groovy Baby, which again early 70s, I think. So that's this book. Is that the last page? No, it's not. This is the last page. Now, this page confused me. Just because they've got a car which looks to be, what, 50s? And then they've got men, like cowboys, riding horses. So I didn't understand this one, but yeah, it'll still be fun to do. Now on to the next book, and the colours are paged in there. Pages are coloured in there. Now we have Cozy Spaces by Coco Wire. This is a really cute one. I don't have many of the little small ones, just because I like the bigger books. So I did. This is all done in markers, unless I say so. So that's the title I did, and I blended it. And then I did patterns on the teddy bear, on the other items as well. I thought that page turned out really good. Oops. Dropped my phone, sorry. I'll edit that bit out if I can. Then it shows you how I colour roses on her channel and everything. And then I just did this very cute capybara in a barrel. And I think she looks adorable. One colour for it, but... You know. And this paper is quite thick. So you get a test colour page, and I tried one. That's all I did. And I think that was in pencil as well. Then we come to the first page, and I've done this lovely little ladybird. Tried to blend the sky, but it looks better on camera than it does in person. But yeah, I tried, and I went around the flowers with Posco markers. I coloured in some of the lights, but not all scenes. But yeah, I thought it was quite good. And I did the bakery, so I tried with some of my patterns. So I added the leaves on the top of the wallpaper. I added the flowers on that wallpaper. I did light on the glass here, just a light source. I did the patterns on the claws. I made the cherries stand out a bit more because they just looked flat. And then I did the strokes on the glass to make it look like glass. Yeah, a simple page. And I started this one in pencil, but I haven't finished it yet. So it's a little teddy bear. A mouse, I mean, with all its fur. I've done the table and coffee cups. I've done 2 flowers and leaves. Oh, and stones at the bottom. So I'm liking how that has turned out. Then I did the whales watching the fish. So this is an undersea one. So again, I tried to blend it. Not very good, but it's okay. I did the bubbles. I didn't do any patterns on here. I just thought it didn't really need it. Then we have another page I started. So it's mushrooms and then living in an apple tree. So you've got the front door, the bookcase, the stove, an air ventilator. But yeah, again, that's all I've done so far on that one. But it is cute. Then this is a buddy colour. I will add the other picture over here in a second. And yeah, I did the wallpaper, the bubble effect, a shower curtain to make the middle part look see-through. I put gold on the toilet paper to make it more regal. See if you can see. Yeah. Then the floor, I tried to make it look a little bit like water, but not too much. I put the pattern on the cloth here, the love hearts on the cloth, and then I just gave everything just a little bit of shading. But yeah, that's what I've done on that page. Then we have pet shop. So we've got a fish tank at the bottom of the sea, where he goes fishing and then sells them in his shop. Doesn't sound legal to me. Then this is one of my favourite pages. I have done the glowing mushrooms, the snow, then I did the carrots on the wallpaper, the spots on the curtains, I did fur on the rabbit, and I did the patterns on the pillar here, the scarf, the cup, and on the blankets. And I also did frosted windows, which I think have turned out really well. Steam on the cup coming off and getting his nose. And I did the carpet. I added the slippers, but I don't think they look right. Oh, and I also did this strawberry jar here and this honey jar here. I did the patterns on the lids. Then we have this teddy bear one, which is cute. Another teddy bear one. We have this one, which looks a bit like a Moomin, if you remember what those were. They were a cartoon. But I think it's a ghost, because it's a Halloween one. And we have the flower shop. Little owls sleeping in the teapot, which the background, I'd have to think how to do that one. I've not learned how to do backgrounds properly yet. The popcorn machine shop in a popcorn bucket. Again, two little ghosts. The picture on the Mrs. My Book page, but it's been expanded. The front page of a cover, which is cute. Now these look to be living in, I don't know, a tomato maybe. That's what I'm going with. Little Teddy in his rucksack. Then we have the health centre, the photography page, and Fox, another teapot, another page I started colouring and didn't like the grass, so I stopped, but I will be going back to it. A carrot page. Now that should have been a rabbit, I think. An old radio. An old record player. Christmas plant pot. And he's using a leaf as a Christmas tree. That's kind of cute. A frog witch. A rabbit and a dog living in a mushroom. Teddy bear living in an igloo with a penguin, so I suppose it's meant to be a polar bear, and he's knitting something. And then we have a sloth asleep in a coffee cup. And I did the bookshop. I did the patterns on the wall. A little bit of fur on the dog. And that is pretty much all I did for this one. Then we have the raccoon and the other creatures with the shooting stars. We have another mushroom. We have what looks to be a bottle of some sort. This one, I tried to use my Acra pens, but I didn't know how to use them properly, so a bit of a page here is a bit messed up, but then I use normal markers, and I didn't care about streaks because it's space, it doesn't matter. And then I just added a little bit of extra on the planet itself, and that's pretty much it. Then we have a soda can, a computer, Christmas tree and a carrot. Now that's more like it because it's rabbits. A bear in a pineapple, I think. And we've got a coffee shop in a coffee cup. A grocery store in a dustbin, you know, where every person loves to eat. Then we have this little tree house, I think. A watering can with a ladybird. This is another Christmas one. A shop in a boot. Post office by the looks of it. And then we have 2 jars and a bottle with fish in. Another Christmas one. Don't know what that is in. It's underground in a warren somehow. And that's the end of the book. And there's some of the pages and the ISBN number. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll come back to you when I've done some of the fixings in this book, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.